Gabby. So today we will be looking at some designs, and I'll ask you a question about each one. Some of the things you will do will be very easy, and some of them are going to be harder, but you're just going to try your best. And the answers to the questions will be on the pages I'm going to show you in a little bit. So choose one that you think is the best answer. You don't have to draw or write anything. You can just point or say the answer to the letter that is under the picture. But you do have to pay attention. So let's start off with a practice one, okay? So you're gonna look at this image up here, and you're going to tell me the exact one that looks like that picture. So one of these.
D.
D. Okay, good job. Okay, Gabby. So we're gonna start off with the first one, okay? So you're gonna look at this figure right here, and now find the one that is exactly like it right at the bottom.
A.
Okay, great job. Moving on to the second one. So again, you're gonna look at this photo and tell me which one is exactly like that.
C.
Okay. And then look at this one, and then tell me which one.
C.
Okay, so this is gonna be a little bit different, and we're gonna start off with an example first. So look at these figures and tell me which one's different from the rest.
C.
Okay, great job. And now we're gonna move on to the first item. So again, look at all the images and tell me which one's different.
C.
And then again, look at all the images and tell me which one's different.
Can I read two answers?
It would be one.
There's clearly two, no? C?
You could just make your best guess. See?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, and then same thing for this one. Look at the four images and tell me which one is different.
D.
Okay. And then same thing with this one. Look at all four and tell me which one is different than the rest.
D.
Okay, same thing with this one. Look at all four images and tell me which one's different.
D.
Okay, same thing with this one. Look at all four and tell me which one is different.
B.
Okay, so this is going to be another example one. So you're going to look at this one, this image at the top, and tell me where in these four images this image right here is hiding.
B.
Okay, we're going to move on to the first assessment. So look at this image right here and tell me in which one of these it's hiding.
B.
Okay, same thing with this one. Look at this image right here at the top and tell me where it's hiding in these four images.
D.
Okay, again with this one, look at the image at the top and tell me where they're hiding.
B.
Okay, look at the image right here and tell me which one of these they're hiding.
D.
Okay, so this is another example question. Okay, so the circle right here, look at it, and then how many circles do you find here? It could be a different size, but it has to be the exact same shape. So you're gonna find this circle in this image. It could be smaller or bigger.
To A.
Okay, so look at this circle right here and try to find as many circles of the same shape in the image. And let me know how many you find.
3C.
Okay, same thing with this one. A circle right here, and then tell me how many circles you find in the image.
2B.
Okay, so look at the shape right here, and tell me how many of this shape you find in this image.
2B.
Okay, look at the image right here, and then tell me how many of this image you find in the picture.
ID.
Okay, look at this image right here, and then tell me how many of this image you find in the picture above.
D4.
Okay, so this is another example question. So first you're going to look at this image right here, then I'm going to be showing you the shape, and then on the next page you're going to find one that looks like this image. So I'm going to be showing you the first page for 5 seconds, and then I'm going to move on to the next page, okay? So look at this. And then I'm going to be showing you,
D.
now you can find it here. Okay, moving on to the assessment. So look at this for 5 seconds, and then try to find it on the next page.
B.
And then find it here. Okay, now look at this for 5 seconds and try to find it on the next page. Try to find it here.
D.
Okay, look at this image for 5 seconds. And then try to find it on this page.
A.
And then look at this image for 5 seconds. And then try to find it on this page.
A. Okay, Gabby, so next I want you to look at this one for 5 seconds, and then I'm going to turn the page and I want you to say which one it is, okay? Now find it here, D. Go. Look at this one. And now find it here. B. Look at this one. I want you to find it here. D. Look at this one. And find it here. B. Look at this one. D. Okay, so for this one, I want you to tell me which one of these is turned around, okay? A. want you to look at this figure on top here, and then I want you to find it here on the bottom row.
C. A.
Okay, so for these ones, all of these figures here on the bottom are the same figure. 3 have just been turned so that their heads are in different places, but one has been flipped over like a pancake so that it faces the opposite direction from the others. And I want you to tell me which one has been flipped over and cannot be turned to face the same direction as the others.
A.
Which one of these has been flipped over?
C.
Which one has been flipped over?
A.
Which one here has been flipped over?
D.
Which one has been flipped over?
B.
And which one here has been flipped over?
A.
Which one of these figures has been flipped over?
D.
Okay, Gabby. So now you're going to look at the figures on the bottom row. And if we finished drawing these figures and didn't move any of the lines, which one would look just like the one that's on top here?
A.
Same thing. If we finished drawing these figures here on the bottom and didn't move any of the lines, which one would just look just like this one here on top?
C.
Same thing here. Same thing here. Looking at the bottom images.
C.
Same thing here.
B. A. That's the same thing.
Yeah, so if the lines were filled in, which one would look just like the one on top?
D.
Same thing, if the lines were filled in on the bottom, which one would look just like the one here on top?
A.
Okay, so looking at the bottom figures here, if the lines were filled in, which figure would look just like the one on top here?
C.
Okay, Gabby, so that actually concludes our assessment for today. I'm just going to take a few minutes to score this, and then we'll be sure to follow up next visit, okay?
Okay.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
You're welcome.